We are about to start working in WordPress, and for our class purposes, you can consider WordPress as a way to instantly create a website online. No software is required, it's all built right in front of you as you work on your WordPress site. WordPress was first designed for blogs, but it has grown into a full-blown community. And it's estimated that right now 25 or even higher, I've read, websites are powered by WordPress. You'd have no idea that that was going on when you look at the website, but it's actually using the WordPress technology to use it. As say a graphic designer in one of my classes, WordPress is a great way for you to be able to start making money from clients right away. So if somebody says, hey, can you set up a pretty basic website for me where, let's say they own a restaurant and they just want to be able to daily update it with specials and things like that. That is something that you could do, charge money to educate your client on how that they could make the daily updates on the website, and there you go. That's one of the best uses for WordPress. It's important that you know this going into WordPress. We will be using WordPress.com. But just so you're aware, and just so you don't accidentally go there, there is also WordPress.org. And I'll give you a brief explanation. I've already explained to you that the WordPress.com, using those features, is an easy way to set up a website. But if you really, really want to get control over a WordPress website, then you can self-host the site and you can make a lot of changes to it that WordPress.com would not allow. So if your journey takes you there, that is something worth looking into. And to get all those tools and knowledge, you would start by going to WordPress.org. Now, just one word of caution so that you keep your eyes wide open as you're watching the videos and looking at WordPress. WordPress changes a lot. So what you're seeing in my videos right now, probably by the time you go to WordPress, it'll look a little bit different. So just, when you go in there, if I say click on this button here that says get started, know that it might be in a different place. Maybe you even have to go into a menu item to get it. That's just an example. Usually they make the most forward stuff, getting the site easy, but it's as far as changing stuff later on that things do change as to how you make those changes. So we're going to start by typing in to our browser WordPress.com, right? .com, not .org. And then you'll see something kind of like this. But notice there's even a couple places to get started. So I'm just going to click here. And you do need to put in a valid email address when you do this. Choose a username, choose a password. Even what they ask you here may change in the future. But once you get all this entered in, create or click create your account. And then what normally from my memory happens is that an email is sent out to you at this email address that must be confirmed before your site is visible to everyone. And as millions and millions of people use this, the funniest things aren't available, so you just got to keep working on a username till you find one that's not taken, and usually just adding some numbers or something will get you there. Okay, so make sure you write all this stuff down, because if you lose this stuff, I can't help you with it. You probably can just go back into WordPress and tell them you forgot your password and give them your email, but it's a heck of a lot easier just to write down your username and your password, and if you have more than one email, which email you use to sign up with them. So I'm clicking create account. Okay, now it's asking me what domain do you want. So now you're going to enter in what you hope is available for your domain. It's probably going to have, well, just like my profsteveg.wordpress.com, it's probably going to have WordPress in the middle of it. They're going to try to get you to spend money at this point. But for this class, don't spend any money on your domain or your website. Just type until you find something that's free. Yeah, they keep getting craftier here about trying to get you to spend money, but don't worry, you can find a way to get a free website here. So these are saying, oh, these are free, um, but then they renew at this price. So I'm looking for the one here that's totally free, and I'm going to select it. But it even says, like, if you pick one of these, it'd be free for the first year. But don't do that. Just find the thing that's just absolutely free, and we'll go from there. Okay, so then you go to this page, and again, they're trying to get you to pay money. But I bet you if we look far enough in here, which I'll do right now. Oh, yeah, in this case, I was looking at the bottom, but it's right here. It says, choose a plan or start with the free website. So I'm going to click here where it says start with the free site. Hooray, your site will be ready shortly. Now, I'm assuming that it's going to send that email to me. So let's go check our emails, and I'll keep this page open and see if it changes. Oh, it just did. Your site has been created. Next, we'll guide you through launching your site. Now, don't forget to check your emails, because this is one of the things that happens the first day is students are saying, people can't see my website. Well, so right now, you can just see the back end of your website, the part where you make things happen, but no one can see it live yet. So I just went into the email account that I used. There is indeed an email from him or from them, and then we just need to click here to confirm, and then that should make the website live to everybody. Ooh, WordPress powers 40% of the internet. Interesting. And that took me back to the site, and I'm going to go through these things here and name the site, and we'll just call this, oh well, I'll show you what I put in a second so you don't have to watch me type. Okay, so I gave my site a title. I even gave my site a tagline. And note that you can change most of this stuff later. They're telling you need to save. I'm not going to leave yet because I saw something down here at the bottom that it says your site hasn't been launched yet. It's private only. Can't see it until it's launched. So I'm going to click launch, and you should too, because we want everybody to be able to see what we've done. And one more chance for them to try to get some money out of you. But telling you, if you look at every page, when you think, oh, I got to spend money here, just look and there'll be something that says skip purchase or free site. So we're just going to click here, and why'd it take us back here? now, now we're in a loop. Okay, well, I'm just going to click here, go back. Okay, looks like that's what it took to do it. So still trying to get money out of me. Hold on one second. Yeah, you definitely don't want to do this when you're tired. A big magenta button here that just says use this. Or wait, is that? Am I telling it the right thing here? Hold on one more second, because this is not the one with the WordPress in. Oh, no, see, it's at the very bottom. No thanks. I'll stick with. Okay, yeah. Of course, it's the lowest hierarchical thing. But again, you don't have to spend money to do this, so just keep your eyes wide open, because the way I did it, it'll probably be a little bit different from you. But I'm sure if you just read from top to bottom, you'll be able to do this without spending a nickel. And here we go. We're inside the back end of the site, and that'll make more sense as we get going. This is currently configured. They have this setup thing where they're showing you you're this far through the setup, and I'm not sure that it really matters exactly how you do this, but we'll just go ahead and follow it since they have a nice little thing here. So we'll click setup. Now we're going to skip the menu. Update your home page. No, we're not going to worry about that right now. We'll click on it just to see what that feature looks like. But basically, when you work with WordPress, everything can be edited later. And again, it's edited right while you're working there. There's little tours that you can take in here. I'm going to make videos that give you all the basics. But all I want you to have done for this first process check is for you to make a post on your website that everyone can see, that just has your like hello world from and then your name. Just to make that little checklist go through, I'm going to click update here. But again, if it's a little bit different than this when you come in and do this, don't worry about it. Now we're going to click over here on this little emblem for WordPress, and basically what we want to do is get back to the dashboard. So I'm going to click there. That should take us back to the back of the page, and now it's showing that that check bar isn't there, and we've done everything but get the WordPress app. So we're good. So now what we want to do is add our first little blog for the world to see on our site. Press skip for now on this just so it completes my checklist. Okay, so setup is complete. Now, you may consider this to be a good thing or a bad thing, but there's multiple ways of doing things in here. Like you can see, oh, I could just write a blog post by clicking there. I like to just show you with some consistency. Basically, what we want to get at is the admin. Now, if you've already gone out of your site and you need to log back into it, I'll show you that as well. But just for simplicity, I'm assuming that you've been following along with me. We'll do it this way. And we're just going to scroll down here until we see something that says something to the effect of a post or a blog. So this says post, and what we want to do is add a new post. Now, if you couldn't get there this way, let me show you another way. Say something came up for you, for example, the easiest way to get back to that point is you just add to the end of your URL, and I'm talking about your URL, not something that is WordPress.com. That's actually your name and then probably .wordpress.com, but you just simply add the word admin to the end of that, and it may ask you for your login credentials, but it takes you back to this same page. And so either way that you do that, we're going to go to posts, we're going to go to add new, and then we're just going to simply make a hello world post. So this thing that it takes us to right away is an editable page. So I'm going to just call this hello world, and then we're going to go down to the block below and type in our message. My name is, and then put your name here. And either put, this is one of my first WordPress sites, or this is my first WordPress site. And then you're simply just going to click on publish right here, and it'll, verify that you're ready to do it. But if you scroll down, let's see. Nope, not a scroll down. It's up at the top now. You just hit publish again, and it's going to publish this. And now what you want to do is go to a fresh browser window, or even, well, let's just try that. So we're going to go over here. We're going to type in the name of our site. Make sure that it doesn't log us in, that it's just, yeah, there we go. So now if we scroll down, we should be able to see our blog. And it doesn't show up here because they put all these example blogs. But if you click on blog on the menu, you should see it down towards the bottom. Let's see if we can't delete all these example blogs. So we need to get back to the admin page, which let's try getting to from here. And then scroll down, hit admin. Remember, there's multiple ways to do this, so back up if you're having trouble and look at the other way. And then we're going to go into posts. We're going to go to all posts now, and we are going to select these extras here. And then with them all checked, we're going to go to bulk actions. Now remember, you could do this one at a time, but since there's 3 of them and we want to get rid of them, oh, no, we don't want edit. We want move to trash. Sorry. Okay, so we should see these go away in a second here. And this would be the way that you do them individually. But I'm going to click apply here with them all checked and move to trash selected. And we should see that, yeah, it looks like it's updating. Okay, now when we go to the site, we're going to go to a fresh browser window and again type in our URL, and we scroll to the bottom. There's just the one and only. So you got hello world, my name is, insert your name there and tell us it's your first or one of your first WordPress sites. And then you just want to remember, if you're on a public computer, to log out before you leave. So Sometimes it shows up big and bold over here, log out, but other times you'll have to go over here and click on the little avatar and then you'll see log out.